Hello everyone, I am back. The break I took was very needed, and quite frankly, I've started to understand a lot why most content creators of this game take months to upload videos. I've been kind of lost at what to do next, what to post. Before I get into the Q&A, I'm going to have to address something. My schedule is probably going to become a bit more infrequent. While I can't pinpoint exactly how long there'll be between each upload, I probably won't be able to achieve 4 days any longer, and might shoot for weekly or bi-weekly even. Now, off to the Q&A. I wanted to do something cool for 1,000 subscribers, and thought it could be fun to do a Q&A. I will be reading your submissions and answering them, so let's get started. Typical one-shot fan asks, what's your favorite SCP concept you've made? I personally enjoy all the concepts I've given, and I think they all have potential. But if I were to pinpoint my favorite SCP, it would be between 3. SCP-745, due to its simplicity, and I personally feel it has the biggest and best potential to be implemented flawlessly into the game. SCP-4975, as the concept is just so intriguing and has huge potential to drastically change how a game flows, and last but not least, SCP-035, as I just really enjoy my idea of how he could be implemented, being unique from every other SCP and adding another level of depth to the game. Yet, I also want to mention SCP-082. While not a favorite, I really enjoy my implementation of him, as it served to be a simple SCP amidst a bunch of complex ones. An SCP that didn't have a bunch of complex mechanics and systems to it, and was just more a deal big damage, have big health kind of SCP. A beginner-friendly one. Oreo Livrai asks a couple questions, and I'll be answering a couple of them. Question number 3. Are you going to speak about other games than SCPSL on your YouTube channel? To summarize this quickly, potentially, but most likely not. YouTube works in a way that not many people understand, so I'll explain my little understanding of it. Whatever content people subscribe to your channel for gets pushed out in the algorithm. When people subscribe to me for making SCPSL content, if I make a video about, let's say, Minecraft, and it's not SCP related, it's almost guaranteed to perform worse than my average video, as it's different content. You can see this clearly when looking at popular SL YouTuber Lars's page. His SCPSL videos get a minimum of 20k views, but his other games get a maximum of 10k views. This isn't really preventing me from making other content, but I have been enjoying what I've been doing, so unless I get bored and want to make content for another game, I'm probably going to stick to SL, as this factor demotivates me much further from making such. Question number 4. Why is SCPSL underrated? I personally think there's 3 reasons. 1. This game has gone through many controversies, and its history with these types of people doesn't no favor in attracting players and instead pushing people away. And with it already being unpopular, it doesn't help. 2, I think, is performance. If you look at negative Steam reviews for this game, half of them are complaining about the fact that people can't start up the game, join a server, or play the game at a playable quality. This is probably a major thing holding the game back, as half the people who play this game can't even play it, which, is probably bound to be tanking the numbers. And lastly, I have 3. The game itself. Stuff's old, janky, and not everyone agrees on how things are balanced or what the gameplay is orientated around. And question 5. Are all the people who are seeing this Q&A subscribed? Yes, everyone watching this video is subscribed. And if they're not, Feel-A-Day Enjoyer asks, favorite SCP game other than SL? My favorite SCP game other than SL would have to be between SCP Containment Breach and SCP-5K. SCP Containment Breach was very fun for its time, and while kind of outdated now, still kind of set the floor and standard for other SCP games, making a big influence. SCP-5K has been fun to play the times I have, and looks like it has a promising future. Orange Man 2070 asks, what do you think Northwood should be working on right now, excluding the things they're about to finish? Should it be a rebalance update, a rework, or something new entirely? Well, the answer is quite simple, and it's what I've been posting for the last week. I think Northwood should add new content, since they've been in this reworking phase for over a year, and I'm personally, and I know other people, are starting to get bored and tired. I feel like the best way to execute this, even though the most complex and time-consuming, would be to add a new playable SCP. This game would heavily benefit from something new to play as and against that will change up how you have to play every round, as it will require more thought and new strategies to go against, breaking the cycle of repetitiveness, adding a new layer of diversity to the rounds you play. As a side thing, I would say optimization and performance is a huge issue that should be addressed, which I basically already explained earlier in the video. It's one of the main things complained about in the Steam reviews. The next question is from Eric, which is actually my friend. If you want to check out his channel, links will be in the description. He's pretty cool and silly. I think you guys should check him out. He asked quite a bit of questions. Question 1. Can you see any universe where you are an employee of Northwood? I guess it's always a potential, but not really something I've considered. I don't think it's something I would be opposed to, but it's not something I'm looking for either. I know I've been getting comments about this, but I don't really see the reason. I don't think Northwood would hire me. Nothing I do here is special. I'm just a guy who likes this game and has ideas and publishes those ideas. You, the viewer, probably has the same thing, but just never went through the final state, which was publishing your ideas. And I highly encourage anyone who's watching this and who has had an idea to do what I do. Publish your ideas. I'm just a guy who likes this game, started to get bored with it because they've been reworking for so long, and just gave some ideas so this game could have a refreshing experience again. Question 3. If you were to go variety, would you make a full transition to any and every game, or just stick to the SCP universe? As well as, if you were to go variety and only stick to SCP, would you ever create your own SCP concepts? I've already kind of answered this, but if I were to transition into a wider variety of content, I would most likely keep it to the SCP universe, but there is potential that I might expand wider. As for sticking to the SCP universe, during this break I've actually drafted a couple SCP concepts. As to if I will publish them, I'm not aware, and I would have to finish those SCPs and decide if I do want to publish them, but there is a likelihood they may happen. Overall, I will probably constrict this channel to mostly SL, but there might be times where I want to publish my own creations that will probably and most likely be orientated around SCP. Alex Lamb 404 asks, will you play in Chaos Theory? Potentially. I don't usually like heavily modded servers and prefer more laid-back experiences, but I'm not against dabbling around here and there. But I am the co-owner for a server called The Plague House, so that's most often where you'll catch me. Last but not least, Ak asks a couple questions. Question 1. How do you find the SCPs that you cover? Some are fairly well known and easy to come across, but others are usually really niche and hidden in the depths of the wiki. When I first started making SCP concepts, I just searched up SCPs on YouTube and tuned in to a couple of channels that I saw pop up first, such as Dr. Bob and SCP Orientation. I also recall kind of reading in the wiki and just searching stuff on straight up Google and trying to find niche SCPs. Question 2. How do you feel about the community you've cultivated with your channel and the Plague House? I'm so glad for this community that I've built with my channel, and I couldn't be happier to have each and every single one of you. This is truly amazing and a milestone that I never thought I would hit. As for the Plague House, it's exactly what I've wanted for the longest time. Playing on a server that isn't exhausting, and I don't feel myself getting burnt out like I usually do on these other hyper fast-paced servers or heavily modded servers that make each step you take an unpredictable mess. If you like that, that's fine, but I much more prefer a more chill, relaxed, but also funny and engaging game. The people in the server are funny and friendly, and I truly appreciate each and every one of them. These are the questions I've answered. There's more, but I don't want to make this a long video. Thank you for your submissions. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.